I'm David Paul, and I make functional but decorative pottery in Burnie, and I've been making pots for I don't know, 45 years or something like that. I started making pots, I guess, even in high school. I guess I've always really enjoyed using the materials. I find easy to express myself with that, so I can work in a three-dimensional way, but also develop patterns and colour and so forth. I went to art school in Launceston, and it was a pretty free and easy thing. You could pretty much do whatever you wanted to do, and that's sort of where I started, I guess. They were about some workshops that I went to. I remember there was a sculptor called Frederick Chapeau. He was a hand-building sculptor. Just the way that he handled the clay and what he could do with it was inspiring. Steve Harrison came and built some kilns. That was inspiring because, that taught me that bit of the whole thing was really possible, and, and it's an integral part of the whole process. Joyce Davis, she was a production thrower, but I really liked functional work and I loved production throwing. After I went to art school in Lonnie, I went down and worked with Bill and Hetty Thomas in Dodgers Ferry for a year, and then worked at our rented place in Hobart for another year or two. We spent a couple of years in Europe, and mainly in London and in Europe, travelling around, looking at different things, visiting different potters, looking at their style of work, but going to museums like the Victoria and Albert Museum, to spend a lot of time there looking at pots, taking photos, drawing, and just thinking about what I was going to make. So really those 2 years I didn't make anything much, but I did a lot of drawing and I did a lot of thinking about what I was going to do. So we came back to Tassie, Tam and I, built a studio and started making pot, and we moved towards an earthenware terracotta based, so got that nice warm terracotta clay body that allowed me to put slip on top of it, so it's known as sort of slipware, I guess. But then I would decorate it with underglazes and scratch back through with sgraffito to sort of enliven the and bring those elements together, the clay body, the slip, the decoration, and then the glaze over the top. Very time consuming and demanding technique. It's like the dryness of the pot needed to be perfect to put the slip on, for example, that sort of thing. From there I did a teaching degree and did some teaching, but in the background I was still developing my work. We moved into Burnie, I built another studio. Do I think it's a form of art? Yeah, of course I do. Yeah, absolutely. It's I don't know, where does craft start and end? Who cares, but I see it as being an art form. So I think I'm a very creative person. Sometimes I dabble with painting. Sometimes I do a lot of drawing, lino cuts. What would the world be without art? Well, it would be a very bland and boring place, wouldn't it? And I think it's really important to keep these skills running. A way of enriching our lives. You can interact with the art, so that's the thing, I guess, is that with this sort of artwork you can really interact with it. My work's got some heart and soul in it. Ceramics is a fantastic sculptural medium. It's brilliant. There's so much you can do with ceramics. Like, you've got all the different ways of texturing and forming and glazing and firing, and but there has been a loss of skills, and it doesn't help when we have institutions like TAFE who are closing down art schools and ceramic programs and so forth. At the moment I'm developing some sort of landscape pieces I'll see where that takes me. There'll be some new pieces there at the upcoming event. The open studio I'm looking forward to. That'll be the 21st of March from 10 o'clock until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It'll give me a chance to talk to people that I know are interested in pottery. They might even get to see me do something.